Hello, Amazon Route 53 Simple Routing. In this demonstration, we learn how to accomplish simple routing using Amazon Route 53. In the simple routing example, we have a registered internet domain and we are managing it with Amazon Route 53. We also have a VPC with two Amazon EC2 instances running in it. Each instance is running a web server with our website hosted on it. The instances are configured identically, and we want to configure Route 53 so that HTTP requests um, our requests are distributed evenly in a simple round robin fashion between these two EC2 instances. To configure this, we need to define a Route 53 record set in the website hosted zone. Now, let's look at how this setup can be accomplished in the Amazon Management Console. Use the search bar to enter VPC. Then choose VPC from the menu. This brings us to the VPC dashboard. Here on the dashboard, by choosing subnets, we see public subnets 1 and 2 already existing. There is a one subnet 1 and 2 existing, and they are defined in different availability zones. Now, use the search bar to go to EC2 and enter EC2 in the search bar. Then choose EC2 from the menu. Okay, and then this brings us to the EC2 dashboard. And so here we choose instances, and then here we see that the two instances of the website server are running, one in each of these subnets. And we see that they are in different availability zones. Let's just verify that one of these web servers is working and that the website is available. Choose Cafe Instance 1 and then let's just copy the public IP address of the server 1 instance and paste it into another browser tab. And then after that we add cafe to the end of the IP address because that's where the web app is running. And then we can see there is Apple, and here we can see that the web app is running, and so we have it. So however, keep in mind the objective here that we can see we want end users to be able to find this web page by going to our domain. And not only that, we want to route traffic evenly between this instance and the other one. Notice one, this page that is conveniently shows the availability zone of this server. The other server runs in a different availability zone. And we need to copy the public IP address of each instance. when we configure the Route 53 record set, select the EC2 browser tab to switch back. Okay, and we will use the find servers services search bar to get to the Route 53 service. Enter the Route 53 in the search bar and then select Route 53 from the menu. And then here in the Route 53 service dashboard, we can see that there is one hosted zone, and if we choose registered domains, we can see that there is a domain name registered with Route 53. We can find unclaimed domain names, purchase and register them through the AWS Management Console, or we can also transfer a domain purchase through another vendor over to Route 53 for management. After our domain is registered in Route 53, if we choose hosted zones, we will see a hosted zone was created with our domain name, and we choosing the existing hosted zone, and we see that the two record sets already exist because they were created when the domain was created with Route 53. The NT or name server record listed of four name servers that are the authoritative name server for our hosted zone. We shouldn't add change or delete name server from this record. And so the start of authority or SOA record identify the base DNS information about the domain, as we can see. And it was also created when the domain was registered with Route 53. Now we need to create a new record to configure simple routing. Choose create record and then enter a name in the record name field. Okay. And for the name, we are going to enter www dot. By default, we will add a type A record, which simply maps the DNS name to one or more IP addresses. The time to live or TTL will be the number of the DNS resolve should cache information about this record. And for purpose of this demo, we will make it very short, 15 second. And so now the value is where we need to run and the public IP address of two running servers. So let's go back to the EC2 page here and copy the first one, and then return to the Route 53 page and paste it here. We have the first IP address entered. Now we need to go back and copy the IP address of the record server. Choose the EC2 browser tab, select instances, and then select the second cafe instance server. Use the icon to copy the public IPv4 address. Then switch back to Route 53 and paste the IP address into the value field. Great. Now we have both values. And then we get to the routing policy from the list. So we will choose simple routing, which happens to be the default. So, and that's it. Choose create records to save the record set. And then, so we can see, okay, created. And now let's test this configuration. Click on it and select the record we created. Then use the icon to copy the record name, which is also the URL. Let's open a new browser tab and load the URL. Okay, and here we see one of the two instance page loads. Note the availability zone, and now we will load the page a few more minutes. And we see that the same URL takes me to one of the two instances because we specified multiple value in the record. In this case, two IP address values that we can see route 53 return these two value to the recursive resolver in random now, and the resolver return the values to the web browser that submitted the DNS query. So HTTP requests to our domain name are being routed between the two instances that we specified in the record test. This conclude this demonstration of simple routing using Amazon Route 53. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for subscribe me. Thank you.